How you doing, everybody? This is Dr. Shamori Swaggart, and I'm talking about House Bill 1743 that Missouri State Legislature is trying to get signed into law. This bill that's trying to be signed into law, House Bill 1743, is a retaliatory response to student athletes after the fallout that happened with Missouri athletes, the University of Missouri or Missouri State. So we know that students that were on campus were being harassed, victimized, basically just racially harassed on campus, where they should not be subjected to. This is an institution of higher learning. Higher, meaning we are above that type of behavior. The expectations are set high. This is an institution of learning to foster camaraderie, development, ideas, philosophies. Not this hate-filled, racial, just conundrum of hate and disrespect. So who wants to send their children or their child to a school where they wake up and they're subjected to racial harassment, where there's feces smeared on their door, swastikas put up? People have to hear, it even goes back to that one, the one school, I forget where it was, where the fraternity guy was singing, hang a N-word, on the school bus. How do we have this going on? So, the students have made repeated reports, complaints, and notified university officials and administration of the harassment that they were experiencing, the frustration they were experiencing, how they were disturbed, and how that interrupted their whole reason and purpose for being a student, which is to learn. All that was impeded by racism that was going on campus. Now, the thing is, the administration, and particularly the president, based on news reports that I've read, ignored these numerous notifications from the students. It then snowballed and reached to a fever pitch in November, or late October or November, where one student said, you know what, I'm not going to eat. And if I starve to death, my death is on your hands because you failed to address our complaints, our concerns, our issues. From that student was then supported by fellow students and the money makers of the university, the student athletes. The student athletes say, you know what? No, we're stepping up too. We're not going to play. We're not going to play your games, both athletic games and racial games. You know, your social games. We're not playing. These are the Hunger Games for real. And so the university realized they were at risk for losing millions of dollars. That was going to be a big fiscal economic blow to the university. So, as a consequence, the university president had stepped down and resigned. Okay? That was good. That was a temporary victory. No, I don't want to say a temporary victory. It wasn't temporary. It was a victory, but it is still one hurdle in a couple of hurdles in this race. Right? You know, just like hurdles when you run a race in the Olympics or track. So they got over one hurdle. But now here comes the next hurdle. How does the university meet and collude with state legislators? They went beyond the educational institution. They met and consulted with state legislators to craft a bill, House Bill 1743, that says we can strip you of your scholarships if you are a student athlete, if you engage and participate in protests and things of that nature. And how about that? How about that? Why are they protesting? Because they do not wish to be subjected to racial harassment, and they should not have to deal with that at all. But you're going to craft a bill that basically indirectly strips them of their only other non-violent method of protest. So now it's just you either play by our rules or you get the hell out of here. Don't worry about if you're getting racially harassed. We don't care about that. You just play ball. I don't care if they put a swastika on you. You just play ball. I don't care if they call you the N-word. You just play ball. I don't care if they put a noose on your door. You just play ball. I don't care if they call you the K-word and you're a Jew. You just go play ball. That's what the bill is saying. And if you go against that, we're stripping you of your scholarship. That is an indirect attack on the right to protest. Now, here's the kicker that I want everybody to sit and think about. Instead of getting together, the university and state legislators, to craft a bill that strips students of their scholarships for engaging in protests, why didn't the university and legislators get together and craft a bill that says, hey, if we find out students are engaging in racial harassments and hate crimes, those students will be prosecuted under hate crime laws. Those students will be immediately expelled from the institution. This will go on their record, and other punitive type repercussions will follow. Why not craft a bill like that protects students and ensures and guarantees that students that attend the university can get their education in a safe, comfortable, respectable, and cordial environment? No, they didn't do that. Why not get together with state legislators to construct and craft a bill that says, you know what? If university officials and administrators are notified and made aware that students are being subjected to racial harassment and hate crimes and things of that nature, and the university official administrator ignores it or denies it, if we find out that the university official administrator had knowledge of this report, these issues, these concerns from students that are paying money, that university official administrator needs to be kicked out expeditiously. It needs to be expedited. That person needs to be out immediately, because otherwise they are protecting and fostering a race-filled environment, a racially hate-filled environment, if they say nothing, if they ignore it. So those are the two things that really kind of kicked my mind. Why not craft a bill that holds administration accountable for sweeping racial tensions under the rug? And why not craft a bill that calls for the immediate accountability and punishment of anybody that is imposing racial harassment on students, instead of making a bill that strips students of their scholarships because they're protesting against the racial harassment that they're experiencing? So that's it. S'more Swaggart, over and out. I'm done. Didn't even want to be this long-winded, so I'm done. That's it. Take care. Peace.